Yo, Marcus here. In this video, we're going to look at Hyliion or SHLL stock and to find out what we think might happen on merger. Will it go up a lot? Will it go down? Will it stay sideways? And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to look at previous SPAC stocks that have also merged and see what happened to them to use that historical data as points of reference to see and give us a glimpse of what we might come to expect come end of Q3 or September, whenever this deal ends. And also, in this video, we're going to announce the winner to the giveaway that I did for my channel for the 500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to this video, and let's get into this. Before I get into this video though, if you get any value from this content or if you really want to support this channel and give me an early thumbs up, that'd be so appreciated. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get into this. I've been getting a lot of comments about, is this stock going to go skyrocketing after merger? And I've been also getting a lot of comments saying, this is absolutely going to skyrocket after merger. It's going to go to $100 a share or something ridiculous like that. Ridiculous from my perspective. And I just had to think about this. I'm like, can this be that easy? Nothing in the stock market. You can't make money super easy in the stock market. It's not like that. Unless apparently you're investing in Facebook? Okay, I'm just joking. That made me think, I want to do some research. What has happened to SPAC stocks in the past on merger? Did the stock go up, down, sideways? And in this video, we're going to find out exactly what has happened because honestly, I didn't know offhand. I didn't know. I had my guess of, well, I think it might go up on merger, but it's not going to be that easy. Like maybe it goes up before merger, crashes down on merger, and then something happens after that. Or maybe it goes up, like basically, I disagree that it might go up on merger, but my opinion was it's not going to be that easy, and it's going to shake investors out, and they're going to see something that we didn't expect. It's not going to fill this exact cookie cutter pattern that we saw with Nikola necessarily, so it's going to be something a little bit tricky, let's just say. And I don't think it's going to be as expected, because if it was, that's just way too easy, in my opinion. Too many people are expecting this exact thing, so that made me want to do some research to find out what has happened in the past, because honestly, I didn't know so much about SPAC stocks before Nikola. I mean, I knew that there were stocks, after doing this research, there's actually stocks that IPO'd via being a SPAC merger, and I didn't even know they did that, like Virgin Galactic, SPCE. So let's jump into the charts here and find out what we can learn about these historical SPACs that merged and what happened with the price action afterwards. So the first stock we're gonna look at here is Nikola, that everyone knows about. And unfortunately, I had to merge these two charts together, and they're not scaled appropriately. Clearly, we have this stock here going to 30, like $10 to 30 here, and then this goes to 30 to like almost 90 here. So this is not to scale, know that. Usually these charts will merge and you'll have a single, like Nikola will just have all the history of VTIQ included in the stock, like we have in the subsequent stocks that we'll look at in this video here. But as we can notice here, so it went from $10 a share basically, and when it was announced, it went instantly to $11+, and then it went up after that. And then what happened after that? It basically fully corrected all the way down to the base level here, and then it just shot up close to the merger. When the merger happened, it shot up even more, and now it's crashing down. So that's what happened to Nikola, and people are thinking that this exact same scenario is going to happen to Hyliion or SHLL, and that's kind of a little doubtful for me. I don't think this is exactly going to see this exact same things. It's just too easy if that is actually what happens. And if it's too easy and that's what actually happens, I'll take it as a gift. I'll make a lot of money, and that'll be that. But let's see what happened to other stocks and not just use Nikola as our only example here. So in our next example, we have Draftkings. This is another stock that kind of, maybe it started all with this SPAC hype and making SPACs really ridiculously valued on merger announcement. So the announcement of the intent to merge was at December 23rd, 2019. And then so they had a slight uptick. And this is actually extremely normal to have this slight uptick, as we will see in the next charts we'll look at. And then it had this incredible run here, went up over almost 100% almost, and then crashed back down almost to the levels of the announcement. And then it had a run up to the merger. And when the merger was finalized, it dipped down a little bit, but then it just took off. So this is another example where this would be a crazy run up, and it would kind of go with the Nikola situation and what people are kind of thinking in the comment section, and what most people are thinking is going to happen. But we also have to understand that we might be in a SPAC bubble. Like when SPACs make announcements, they're just going up huge and massively. And that's not actually so normal from the historical SPACs that have happened in the past. And we're going to take a look at some older SPACs now, pre-Draftkings, essentially. So the next stock that we have on our agenda is AdaptHealth Corp. And so they had an announcement here on 7/8 of 2019, and it went up like 10 cents or something like that, okay? And then it kept going, and on merger, it actually dropped crazy. So that is unexpected. But this stock and this company obviously has strong prospects and has done very well. It just kept going on an uptrend and has done amazing. So even though it dropped in the short term, it did very well. This is actually a very common trend for SPACs, as we'll see in the next examples that we look at here. So moving forward, Repay Holdings. So with Repay, we had a similar situation where it went up like 10 cents here when the intent to acquire deal happened here. When the company actually changed to the Repay ticker symbol, it went down. So this is the day before the merger, it shot up. So this is another interesting scenario. If the stock is suppressed with SHLL, maybe it jumps up the day of the merger, and then it goes back down after the merger is announced. The next few days it keeps going down. But I like these stocks in the sense these are strong companies. Just like Hyliion, we would expect to be a strong company and a strong performer, and we would expect to have institutions invest in this company. So similarly, it might go down in the beginning, but it keeps going up. So this is another interesting example. It shoots up for the merger. It doesn't go down like AdaptHealth Corp, but instead it just shoots up and then gives a little back. And that's kind of normal. It's kind of like buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of thing. So if we see a low price in SHLL going up to the merger, could definitely see a huge spike, maybe a give back, and then the stock performance will perform how the company performs, and investors, if they choose to invest in the stock. And so this is another example of a good performing stock in the long run so far. Our next example here, which I think many of you will know about, but maybe knew or did not know that it was a SPAC stock, is Virgin Galactic. So Virgin Galactic here, the SPAC was announced that they had the intent to merge with Virgin Galactic right here on 7/9, and it went up like 10 cents again. So not a big deal, went up 10 cents, but a note for a lot of these, they give back all of the gains from the announcement. Let's see, give back most of the gains from this announcement. Okay, let's look at here, give back most of the gains from the announcement eventually. And again, giving back some of the gains, even Draftkings giving back. So that's pretty consistent. And even with Nikola giving back virtually all the gains from the announcement, that is very common and happened basically in almost every single case. If most or if not all the gains are given back for Hyliion or for SHLL, that would be actually somewhat unusual actually. So that's interesting just to be aware of. Okay, now going back to Virgin Galactic here. What happened on the merger? So the day before the merger, it shot up, similarly to Repay Holdings. And then what happened? It crashed down. And this is a stock that you'd think would have a lot of promise. It's unique in a way. It has a bright future. It has, it's very extremely speculative. People are investing a lot in it. And then it shot up like crazy after the dip, kind of like Repay. After the dip, shot up kind of like AdaptHealth after the dip, shot back up. So this is a really good awareness to have. And then of course we had this massive kind of bubble kind of price that got shot up with along with the likes of Tesla, went back down, and then now it's having a good run again. And not that it matters, but I traded this stock once in a while. So I bought in when it was consolidating here. I sold probably, unfortunately, a little too early, probably around $25 a share. I bought in lately right around this price here. I think it was around $16 or $17 a share. I sold it recently at $25 a share. It's a fun stock to trade, but this is also a really good stock to probably hold long term if you really believe in this future of this company. It's very speculative. Anyway, so I hope you guys thought this was interesting. It's just not so obvious what's going to happen on merger. A lot of companies go down, even though they have great prospects. All these companies that went down right after the merger was announced, they eventually went up. So this is just interesting to know and have an awareness of what might happen after merger, and don't just listen to all the noise of folks saying this is going to go to 100 right after merger because Nikola did basically that exact thing. I don't think it's going to follow the exact path as Nikola. I think it might jump before merger, might sell off after merger. That seems kind of likely for me. This is not financial advice, but also have the awareness that maybe it falls a lot after merger. Maybe it keeps going up like Draftkings, but a lot of it also has to do with the hype around SPAC stocks, the hype around EV stocks. I had a great comment last video. Someone was saying a lot of the hype has been deflated from these EV stocks, so that he doesn't think that it's going to be as big of a merger spike as people are expecting. I think that's valid and a very great comment and a very great point. So I think that we're going to see something unique. Obviously, it's a unique stock. It's going to have its own unique path, but this gives us awareness. And also, if it starts to drop a lot, goes all the way even below $10 a share after merger, like Virgin Galactic and some other stocks that we've shown today, don't necessarily just sell out, because after that, they just shoot up. And so that's just a normal thing to see. So I don't exactly know the details of when these shares were locked up for these companies and when they could sell, when they couldn't sell. So those are important details to know per company on a per company basis. And for me, whenever I buy into an IPO, it's really important for me to know what the lockup period is for insiders selling. So that's super important for me, because there's a huge sell-off that occurs on the lockup period date when that expires. So that selling occurs, and that's usually a great opportunity to buy into an IPO as well. So definitely look at what these IPO lockup periods are for any company that you look at, especially when you're looking at an IPO. Those are a few important things, because don't go all in right when an IPO occurs. You can buy a few shares there, of course, if you want to, but then also think about, okay, well, now the next best buying opportunity, or maybe even the best buying opportunity possible, might occur after insiders dump all of their shares. Well, let's jump into the 500 subscriber video that I made last week. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I hope to do giveaways again in the future as well. And just thank you guys so much, and let's just get into this. Okay, so this video here is a subscriber giveaway video that I did for the 2 Amazon gift card giveaway. One is just watching this video here, and there's a comment. Just make a comment down below and subscribe. Then that was in the first entry. So let's find out who won this entry. So we're gonna copy this, go to the YouTube comment picker, put that here, filter duplicate users. There was no extra and no add extra. There's no specific text required here. Nope. Okay, get YouTube comments. So there were 105 unique comments on this. So that's pretty cool. I wonder why that number jumped. I guess it processes interestingly. Oh, let's find out who wins. Okay, drum roll, please. My low effects. Solar Phantom. Congratulations. Just so you know, I'm going to ask whoever wins. So can you please edit your comment? Give me your email address so I can send you the gift card. So find your comment with the thumbs up. I've replied to this comment. It's timestamped. Edit that comment with your email address. I will email you the gift card. And that's just so we can avoid anyone trying to scam and try to steal the gift card. Okay, let's go on to the next winner here. So for that, what you had to do in this video at some point, there was a secret here. So if we go over here, we can see that the secret giveaway is over here. So we click this, we can see that it says comment on vid with 500 subs. So we go to this video here. I'm going to copy this URL. I copy this URL here. I'm going to put the URL now in this picker here. I have this captured, so I'll remember who this person is. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to put this URL there. Okay, we do need to filter comments because we were supposed to put 500 subs. So anyone who commented on that video entered 500 subs. Congratulations for your chance to win. Let's get YouTube comments. So there were 20 folks that found this secret giveaway. Congratulations, and let's find out who won. And the winner is Red Cardinals. Well, congratulations to both the winners of this giveaway. And again, for Red Cardinals, for a second there I was confused about the secret entry. Okay, well, you definitely got it. So Red Cardinals, and also the last person again, edit the comment that you made here. So in your case, Red Cardinals, edit this comment, this 500 subs. For the second there I was confused about the second entry, edit that comment, add your email address, and I will send you that $20 gift card. And for both those folks, if you don't get back to me within 1 week, you'll be ineligible for the giveaway. And if you don't get back to me within the 1 week, the money will just go to the next giveaway that I do. So the next giveaway I do will be a bigger giveaway. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to the winner. And I'll see you guys in the next one.